watching DepEd MP TV. Dear learners, do you know the different levels of formality in communication? Do you use the same words or expressions when talking to different people? What is your communicative style? I want to know your opinion. Please share your thoughts in the comment section because this is our only way to find out if the videos that you have been watching are useful for you or not. Let me show you these sentences. The sentences, what's up? How do you do? These sentences are the same in meaning, but the first greeting is informal, while the last one is formal. The language you use when talking to your friends is not the same language you would use when meeting someone as important as the mayor or the president. Different situations and people call for different communicative styles.
Do you have any idea what communicative style is? Is it about the way you talk? The environment and the number of people involved are important factors in communication. Since our main goal in class is to enhance our social skills, the choice of words and the structure of sentences should be considered. Otherwise, will be misinterpreted. We often hear the sayings, first impressions last. Do you agree? In some situations, this can be applied. Our manner or style of speaking or communicating should vary depending on the occasion, audience, subject matter, and the purpose of communication. So, what is a communicative or speech style? According to Martin Juice in 1976, speech style here means the form of language that the speaker uses, which is characterized by the degree of formality from the most formal to the least formal. He identified the styles in 5 types, which we are going to discuss one by one. The first type is frozen. Frozen communicative style rarely or never changes, and because of that, it is called static style. It is frozen in time and content, meaning it's rarely not going to change. And because it does not change, this sometimes includes old grammar or vocabulary. It is also cultural, usually related to the religions, laws, and customs of the community. It is usually unidirectional, meaning it does not involve back and forth communication. Examples of frozen style include biblical verse, prayers, the preamble, the national anthem, alma mater song, bibliographic reference, laws, famous speeches, and so forth. Again, when we say frozen communicative style, this type is fixed. It doesn't change or rarely changes. Next, we have the formal communicative style. Its aim is to inform and to captivate audience. This is generally used in formal settings where there is the least amount of shared background, and the communication in this style is largely one way with little or no feedback from the audience. Communication is expected to be respectful. Here, the speaker uses complete sentences, avoids slangs, and may use technical or academic vocabulary. In speaking, what the speaker says is something that has been prepared, meaning it is scripted. Example of formal communicative style is shown in this picture, wherein President Duterte is delivering his speech. Other examples are sermons, graduation speeches, pronouncements made by judges, announcements in schools, and others. The third type is consultative style. What do we mean by consult? Yes, it means to ask for advice or opinion. This style is used in semi-formal communication. The purpose of this type of communicative style is very specific, and that is to get help with something. People use this style often in conversation when they're speaking with someone who has specialized knowledge or who is offering advice. So the tone here is often respectful. Titles such as Miss, Mr., Ma'am, Sir, Doctor, Attorney are likely to be used. People may pause or interrupt one another. The listener can give short responses like, I see, uh-huh, and ah, to signal that he or she is paying attention. Unlike the frozen and formal styles, this is a two-way conversation that can happen between a doctor and a patient, a lawyer talking to a client, or a teacher with her students. The fourth type is the casual style. This is an informal language used by friends and peers. There is free and easy participation of both speaker and listener. Use of slang, contractions, and vernacular grammar is all common, and people may also use expletives or off-color language in some settings. Some students use, hey guys, let me go, what's up, kinda, and many more. Since we are doing virtual classes, other examples are internet chat rooms, tweets, personal emails, blogs. The last one is intimate style. This style is used in conversations between or among people who are very close. The language used in this style may not be shared in public. Terms of endearment like honey, babe, mahal are used for two people who are in love. We also have endearments for our parents and children.
Well, we are done with our discussion. Let us test if you got the concept of the different types of communicative styles. I'll give you few lines or examples, and all you need to do is to determine the type of speech style being used. Ready? Alright, here we go.
Number 1. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. From Philippians chapter 4 verse 13. The correct answer is frozen style. Why? Because this is an example of a biblical verse. Number 2. Good morning, I'm Dr. De La Cruz. How are you feeling today? And the answer is consultative style. Why? Because we can assume that the speaker here, who is a doctor, is talking to a patient. It's a consultation between the doctor and the patient. Number 3. This afternoon, senior management team will take you through all aspects of our business. We should have time for your questions at the end of the presentation. The correct answer is formal style. Why? Because we can assume that this is a formal business presentation. Number 4. What's up? It's awesome that you came to visit. The language used in this sentence is casual style. Why? Because of the use of slang and contractions. We can assume that these are two friends talking to one another. Number 5. Honey, I'm home. The answer is intimate style because of the use of the term of endearment, which is honey. Remember, intimate style is a language between two persons who share a very close relationship. Next, Sir Tammy, what could be the best solution for this mathematical problem? The correct answer is consultative style. Why? Because the speaker used a courtesy title, Sir Tammy, so we can assume that the speaker is a student asking for an advice from his or her teacher. Number 7. I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may now kiss the bride. The language style used in these sentences is frozen style because this is usually what the priest or pastor says during a wedding ceremony. Next, B, I miss you. The correct answer for this number is intimate style. Again, the clue here is the term of endearment or a pet name. Number 9. Hey Cardo, good to see you. What have you been up to? The correct answer for this number is casual style. we can assume that these are two friends who have seen one another. Last number. A pleasant to each and everyone. We are gathered here today to celebrate our school's founding anniversary. The correct answer is formal style. So perhaps this is a celebration. There is a formal ceremony and a speaker who is saying or delivering this speech.
So how many right answers did you get? I'm sure you did great. Always remember that language varies from one location to another, from one culture to another, and from one situation to another. We use different speech styles to suit different communication contents. Now that we have discussed the types of communicative styles, it is easier for us to determine the level of formality that a certain communicative situation needs. We can now easily know on how we're going to approach and deal with a certain person in a certain situation with a certain purpose, with a correct expression and manner. In short, right words at the right time to the right person with the right reason. Before you answer your learning activity sheets, remember to read and follow instructions indicated in each task. Make sure to write your full name also. Kindly reach out to your subject teacher for clarifications or questions. Get ready now, learner. Ipapatid, ang mo ay kayang